What's going on, guys? Today we're doing a road trip. We are heading to Lakeland, Florida. Why are we going to Lakeland? Great question. I don't know. I just picked a random place and figured why not. Let's take the bike. Let's do a little road trip action and see what it's all about on the Gixxer. Road tripping on the Gixxer 1000. Oh God, I said Gixxer 1000. It's happening. Becoming a Gixxer rider. I figured I'd do a little bit of a longer ride and kind of give you guys my impressions of what it's like to do longer distances on a leader bike, on a sport bike such as this one. Distance wise, on this bike, this would definitely be the furthest I've gone. On the old CB500F, I've gone all the way down to Miami, and that was a trip. That was about a 3.5 hour ride, I think. So yeah, I can't even imagine at this point doing that same ride on this bike, which I will do at some point in the future. Not anytime soon, because it's summertime and it's way too hot for a ride like that and way too much rain. But yeah, and just talking about the weather for a second. The weather down here in Florida, it's been a problem. It's been super hot, and also it's been raining a ton, so not great for riding. So talking real quick about the ergonomics of a sport bike versus a naked bike. A sport bike, you're in a much more aggressive position. You're lean forward, your legs are tucked up underneath you. It's basically like you're in an attack position when you're riding on a sport bike, versus on a naked bike, which was my last bike. You're a little bit more lean back, not as much weight on your wrist or your core. Your legs are a little bit more comfortable. So just by default, doing longer trips, it's always going to be more comfortable on a naked bike. And I'll be honest with you, I do miss that aspect of my Honda CB500F. I definitely get tired quicker riding this bike versus my old little Honda. But I think eventually, that's something with more riding time or more experience. Eventually I'll just build up the endurance on a bike like this. Whenever I approach an intersection like this where I can't see what the light is, there we go, it's yellow. But that truck was blocking most of the view. I don't know if you saw what it did there, but I just downshifted a few gears just in case, in case I need to, in the words of Cletus McFarlane, make a maneuver and get myself out of a situation. So if I was making a maneuver like that, it'll probably be best if I cut off my sleeves. When I'm driving in a car, I typically don't like driving behind trucks and trailers with a whole bunch of stuff. Even more so on a bike, because you're way more exposed. So sometimes I get these like final destination images in my head. I'm like, nope, not today. I saw that one video on YouTube. It's been on YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. That kind of went viral, of a rider on a motorcycle on a highway next to a truck with an open trailer that was carrying, I think, like a bobcat or a mini excavator. And those mini excavators, they have a little plastic roof on the top to shield the operators when they're working in the sun. And the roof is kind of flapping, you can see in the video. And the rider's like here, right next to the truck, but he's doing the same speed, or just slightly faster than the truck. And that roof of that mini excavator flies off and hits the rider in the head. It's all on camera, and it's insane. I mean, huge props to the rider for getting absolutely clocked in the head with a big roof of a mini excavator and still keeping it up on two wheels. I don't know what I would have done in that situation, but I think for anyone, you probably have at least a 50-50 shot of going down. Oh, look, watermelons. See? Imagine just rogue watermelons popping out like Mario Kart. But instead of bananas in Florida, we've got watermelons. You gotta dodge the watermelons. I think the advantages of a liter bike or a 1000cc bike versus a 600, I'm talking strictly sport bikes here, is just the instant torque that you have with these bigger motors and bigger displacement. It makes it much easier when if you're commuting via highway, just to stay in top gear, and if you need to pass somebody, without much effort and slow right back down, it's super easy on these bikes. I never really have to drop a gear on this thing ever to pass anybody. This is also my first ride, long ride I should say, with the new pants I got. I got some Dainese Drake 2 Super Airs, I think that's the name. Before I was using some kind of cheap riding jeans that, I'm not gonna lie, I got off Temu, or Temu, however you want to pronounce it. And yeah, I realized those are just not gonna cut it for protection. So I bit the bullet. I spent some more money. I got some nice pants. The reason why I got these pants in particular is because there's a lot of mesh. So there'll be airflow kind of going throughout my leg, which is, in the summertime here in Florida, is very nice to have. There's one thing about this bike that I have noticed a little bit is first to second quick shift. This bike does not like it. In the lower ranges, like right now, look, completely fine. And then in the upper ranges, I would say, I don't know, maybe above 8,000 RPM, it's fine. But in that range, in that mid-range, this bike absolutely hates the first to second upshift and goes into neutral, I would say about 80% of the time, which is kind of infuriating. So just something I've noticed. Yeah, this is the not fun part. Slightly boiling, wearing all black, stuck in traffic on a hot bike, surrounded by hot cars. Thought I was going to a certain place, but now I don't know. Oh, I came in through the opposite way. Yeah, there's the lake I was thinking about right there. I don't know if they have their farmers market going on. Oh yeah, they got it going on. And yeah guys, that's gonna do it for the video. We got away from the farms, the cows, the trees, the open roads, and we came to a little bit of a more urban setting just to check it out. And yeah, big step here on the Gixxer. The commute wasn't bad at all. I'm not tired at all, slightly sweaty, but again, that's not the bike's fault. So you know what? Our commute, our road trip, totally, as long as there's not too much stop and go, like my trip wasn't until I got to Lakeland, it's fine, totally doable. So there you have it, that's the video, and until next time, as always, peace.